this hair looks really good. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Can you believe that summer's almost over? Guys, it's a pumpkin spice season. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I get a little bit excited about pumpkin spice season. Not as much as like the other girls I think. I get maybe one pumpkin spice latte every fall, but I make like a big deal out of it. I'll make it into an event. I'll go like see my friends or go for a walk or a drive, and I will get the pumpkin spice latte with all the whipped cream, everything, the whole works. If it's there, I'm there. But enough about the fall. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about things I have personally done to save money as quickly as possible. None of these things come from any one resources. They are things that I have found that have worked for me. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. My first recommendation is to create a budget. The best budget I've actually found, I didn't search like templates on Google or anything, it's actually in Excel. If you have access to Excel, it's a free template. You can search for it when you open a new document or create a new document. Here's a screenshot. And what's so cool about this document is it lets you track all your streams of income on one side and then all your monthly expenditures on the other side. And then obviously it weighs out how much you make versus how much you have to pay. And it'll tell you like, hey Kristen, you're spending 80% of your income, here's how you're spending it. And it's just kind of an eye-opening experience to see, okay, here's what I'm bringing in, here's what I'm spending it on. It's an eye-opening experience. It can sometimes be difficult to sit down and take that hard look at your finances, but I promise you it is the first step to saving money, getting out of debt, saving for whatever you're saving money for. Know where you are. You have to know where your situation is now in order to get where you want to be. Okay, my one tip about making a budget is to make sure you're tracking each expense once. For example, I was tracking on my expenses, I was tracking my credit cards and then my utilities, but I paid my utilities on my credit card. So for example, if my utilities were $50, I tracked it as 50 here, then I also included that 50 in what I paid in my credit card bill. Therefore, I was tracking that $50 expense 2 times. Make sure when you make your own budget, you don't do that because it adds up and it's terrifying. And especially it's a long and tedious process to go back and make sure, what did you charge on your credit card? Well, make sure if you charge it on a separate expense, take it off your credit card so you don't see it twice. My next tip is to, if you like coffee, learn to make it. If you like a certain dish, learn to make it at home. If you like going out to restaurants with your friends, find ways to be creative, go on picnics, have dinner nights at home with game nights. They're awesome, P.S. Be creative. Find ways to enjoy the things that you normally enjoy without spending the money every week. It might seem tedious and take a little bit of time, but I promise you it will add up in the end, in the long run, especially when you're looking at your monthly expenses and you realize, oh, I didn't go out to eat those 3 times at $30 a piece. I saved $90 this week. It is really nice. A little bit of work will pay off. When it comes to making small changes, the ones that work best for me personally were packing my own lunches for work and carrying a water bottle. I calculated that for me where I work in the city, lunch is between $12 and $15 no matter where you go. Times that by 5, that's $75 a week before you even get to drinks, coffees, etc. But if you can find those small changes, you will see the benefits add up very quickly. My next tip is very important. You must keep yourself busy so you don't feel deprived that you're not spending money the way that you're used to. And my last big tip for what's worked well for me is have a goal in mind. You will be so much more inspired and motivated to keep going if you know why you're making those changes in the first place. Are you paying off debt? Are you saving for a vacation? Do you just want a certain amount in your savings account? Are you investing? Are you buying a home? Whatever reason you have for saving your money, I recommend writing it down, everything, write the whole thing down. I want to save this money for this. And then take that plan and divide it into weekly goals. So you're not just seeing the one big picture, you're seeing how you're building up to that big picture. For me, for example, I am working on a certain amount in my savings and in my investments. So I make sure that I put X amount into each of those accounts on a weekly basis. So I don't have to think about it. It's just there. And then over the course of the week, when I say, okay, I'm gonna pack my lunches and I'm gonna go for a walk in the park and not go to the mall, at the end of the week, when I see that money going into those accounts, it feels like an accomplishment because I made sure I had enough money in my checking to go into those accounts and still have some left over for bills and expenses and rent and car and gas and food and everything else that comes with adulting. It also helped when I charted out how much I was putting into these accounts per week. Week by week doesn't look like a whole lot, but when I made the chart and I saw, hey Kristen, if you keep doing this for 6 months, here's what you're gonna end up with. It looked really nice. I do write in my planner, like the day of the week that it goes into the direct deposit into the savings account, I write it in the planner so I see like, oh, it's that day of the week again. That money is gonna move from my checking to my savings or out to some other account. So A, I know when it's going out, and B, I can plan for it and feel that sense of accomplishment when it goes. Now, I'm sure there are many more tips to help people save money. These are just the ones that have helped me, especially the budget one. I cannot stress that one enough. I will link below. No, I can't. It's an Excel document. The new templates. If you just search like simple budget, look to the bottom, see where it is. It looks just like that one on the screen. Click it, fill out all your information, and you're good to go. That is the one I cannot stress enough. If you do nothing else, if you change nothing about your spending at all, you can just see where you are on a monthly basis. It can be kind of an eye-opening experience. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. If you have any tips you think would be good for me or anyone else watching this video, please leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Bye guys.